The rich are getting richer. It's not just a headline, it's a measurable reality. The gap between the wealthiest and everyone else keeps growing, but it's not due to secret societies or luck. The wealthy play by a different set of financial rules anyone can learn. The real difference? Financial literacy. Most people are taught to work for money. The wealthy learn to make money work for them. They focus on concepts like compound interest, asset acquisition, leverage, and tax optimization. These aren't secrets, they're accessible strategies. The goal is to shift from being a consumer to becoming an investor. This guide will break down the key strategies the wealthy use to grow and protect their fortunes. Let's pull back the curtain and learn the rules of their game. Compound interest is often called the eighth wonder of the world for a very good reason. It's a concept that can seem simple on the surface, but its power to generate wealth over time is truly extraordinary. Understanding and harnessing the power of compound interest is one of the most important things you can do to secure your financial future. It's the process of earning returns on both your initial investment, which is the principal amount you put in, and the interest it generates. This means that your interest starts earning interest, creating a snowball effect that accelerates your wealth accumulation. Like a snowball growing exponentially as it rolls down a hill, gathering more and more snow along the way. The longer it rolls, the bigger it gets. For example, let's say you invest $10,000 at an annual interest rate of 10%. After 1 year, you'll have earned $1,000 in interest, bringing your total to $11,000. The next year, you don't just earn interest on the original $10,000, you earn interest on the entire $11,000 and so on. This is the magic of compounding. Over decades, this effect is massive, turning relatively small initial investments into substantial wealth. The key is to start early and be patient. The wealthy understand this principle and start investing early in life, often from a young age. They understand that time is their greatest ally and let time do the heavy lifting when it comes to growing their wealth. But it's crucial to remember that compounding can also work against you if you're not careful. High-interest debt, such as credit card debt, grows just as fast in the wrong direction, quickly becoming a significant financial burden. The wealthy are very careful to avoid consumer debt, understanding the detrimental impact it can have on their long-term financial goals. They know it drains their ability to build wealth and actively seek to minimize or eliminate it entirely. The key is to make compounding work for you by investing early, even if it seems like a small amount. Every little bit counts, and consistency is key, even in small amounts. Automate your investments in low-cost index funds or ETFs to take the emotion out of investing. Then simply sit back and let time build your fortune through the power of compounding. Passive compounding is the ultimate wealth-building strategy, allowing your money to work for you while you focus on other things. Start now, no matter how small the amount, and let your money work for you day in and day out. Don't let compounding work against you by accumulating high-interest debt. Avoid high-interest debt at all costs, and prioritize investing in your future. The wealthy operate from a different playbook than most. They understand a simple yet profound truth, a fundamental principle that guides their financial decisions. It's not about flashy cars or extravagant lifestyles, but about a deep understanding of how money truly works. Assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take it out. It's a continuous flow. Assets are like little workers, diligently earning for you, while liabilities are expenses that drain your resources. Most people mistake liabilities for assets. They often get caught up in the illusion of ownership without realizing the true cost. This misunderstanding can keep them trapped in a cycle of working for money, instead of having money work for them. For example, many people make the mistake of counting their home as an investment, even though it drains money every month through mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. While it's an important part of life, it's often a liability, not an asset. The wealthy, on the other hand, focus on acquiring true assets, things that generate income and appreciate in value over time. They prioritize building a portfolio of income-producing investments. This includes rental properties, dividend stocks, businesses, anything that generates income, whether you're actively working or not. These assets are the engine of their wealth-building strategy. Their ultimate goal is to build enough passive income to cover all expenses, creating a financial safety net and freeing them from the need to constantly trade time for money. This is the key to achieving financial freedom. In contrast, many use raises to buy bigger houses, committing themselves to larger mortgage payments and increased property taxes, or cars, adding to their debt and monthly expenses. This cycle of consumption leads to increasing their liabilities and monthly costs, making it harder to break free from the rat race. The wealthy buy luxuries with income from assets, reinvesting their earnings to further grow their wealth. They don't finance these purchases from earned income or debt, understanding that debt is a chain that holds you back. Every dollar is a tool to acquire more assets, a seed that can be planted and nurtured to grow into a financial tree. This fuels a cycle of wealth where assets generate more income, which is then used to acquire even more assets. The difference is discipline, a commitment to prioritizing assets over liabilities. It's about putting assets first and liabilities last. This simple shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your financial future. Focus on building your asset column, not your liability list. Make conscious choices about where your money goes. Financial freedom comes when your assets pay for your lifestyle, when you no longer have to rely on a paycheck to cover your expenses. Don't confuse comfort with wealth. A comfortable lifestyle can be easily wiped out if your income stream dries up. True wealth is measured by your assets, not your possessions. It's about the resources you have available to generate income and create opportunities. Shift your mindset from a consumer to an investor. Buy assets, minimize liabilities. It's a simple equation, but it requires discipline and a long-term perspective. That's the foundation of lasting wealth, a foundation that can support you and your family for generations to come. Passive income isn't magic. It's money earned from assets that require little ongoing effort. The wealthy turn active income into multiple streams of passive income. Think of active income as carrying buckets of water. Passive income is building a pipeline. Stocks, rental properties, businesses, and intellectual property can all become pipelines. Passive income frees your time and has no earning cap. The wealthy build pipelines, not just bigger buckets. Start by investing in dividend funds, rental properties, or digital products. Every dollar invested is a step toward financial independence. The digital age offers more passive income opportunities than ever. Shift your focus. Don't just earn more, invest more. Let your money work for you even while you sleep. That's how the wealthy achieve true freedom. The wealthy see the tax code as a roadmap, not a burden. They use incentives built into the system, creating jobs, providing housing, investing in businesses, to minimize taxes legally. Business owners and investors can spend on expenses before paying taxes, unlike employees. Real estate offers powerful tax benefits, like deducting expenses and depreciation. Investment income is often taxed at lower rates than earned income. The wealthy structure their finances to maximize these advantages. They're not evading taxes. They're following the rules to build wealth. Learn the incentives, and use them to your advantage. The tax code rewards those who play the right game. Debt isn't always bad. The wealthy distinguish between bad debt and good debt. Bad debt buys liabilities, good debt buys income-generating assets. Leverage, like a mortgage on a rental property, lets you control large assets with less cash. If a $100,000 investment controls a $500,000 property, a 5% gain becomes a 25% return. Business owners use loans to expand and generate higher returns than the interest they pay. The key, ensure the asset's income covers the debt and expenses with room to spare. The wealthy use spreadsheets, not hope, to make these decisions. Debt is a tool, not a trap, if used strategically. Don't borrow to fund a lifestyle, borrow to build wealth. Leverage accelerates growth, when managed wisely. Use other people's money to build your own fortune. The wealthy invest differently. They own pieces of the economy, not just stocks. Their portfolios include private equity, venture capital, and income-producing real estate. They invest in businesses, startups, and commercial properties for higher returns and cash flow. Alternative assets, hedge funds, art, farmland, add diversification. The biggest difference? Ownership. The wealthy build and own businesses, not just invest passively. They seek control and growth, not just safety. Diversification goes beyond stocks and bonds. It's about asset classes and business ventures. The average person invests as a participant, the wealthy invest as owners. Ownership is the ultimate wealth builder. Mindset and habits set the wealthy apart as much as strategy. They adopt an abundance mindset, seeing opportunity, not scarcity. This leads to calculated risks and value creation, not fear-based decisions. Lifelong learning is a priority. They read, attend seminars, and seek mentors. Financial education is ongoing, not a one-time event. Discipline is key. They delay gratification, invest for the long term, and avoid lifestyle inflation. They align daily choices with long-term goals. Modest living and focused investing build real wealth. Combine mindset, learning, and discipline for lasting success. Wealth starts in the mind before it grows in the bank. The wealthy aren't just lucky, they follow a playbook, a set of principles that guide their financial decisions and actions. It's a strategy, not a secret, and it's available for anyone to adopt. Ownership, not just of possessions, but of assets that generate income and appreciate in value. They understand the power of owning businesses, real estate, and other investments that work for them, rather than the other way around. Long-term thinking, a perspective that extends beyond immediate gratification to consider the future impact of their choices. They're not swayed by short-term market fluctuations but focus on building sustainable wealth over time. And continuous learning. The wealthy never stop seeking knowledge, constantly expanding their understanding of finance, economics, and investment strategies. They recognize that financial literacy is the key to unlocking wealth. This playbook is open to anyone willing to learn and act. You don't need a fortune to start, you just need the willingness to educate yourself and take consistent action. Start with small, intentional changes. The kind of changes that seem insignificant on their own, but compound into massive results over time. Budget, save, and invest in assets. Track where your money is going, prioritize saving a portion of your income, and strategically invest in assets that will grow your wealth. The first step is the hardest. It requires breaking old habits and embracing new ones. But it sets compounding in motion. Once you start saving and investing, the power of compounding will begin to work its magic, accelerating your wealth-building journey. Focus on what you can control, your actions, your habits, and your mindset, spending, saving, and learning. These are the levers you can pull to steer your financial future in the right direction. Commit to learning one new financial concept each week. Even small increments of knowledge can significantly impact your financial decision-making. Track your net worth and automate your investments. Monitoring your progress will keep you motivated, and automating your investments will ensure consistency. Small, consistent actions build empires over time. Don't underestimate the power of consistent effort and disciplined habits. Your financial future is shaped by today's decisions. Every choice you make, no matter how small, contributes to the trajectory of your financial life. The tools and knowledge are accessible. Use them. Take advantage of the resources available to you, from online courses to financial advisors. Will you keep trading time for money, working harder and harder just to stay in the same place? Or start building your own pipeline? A system that generates passive income and allows you to break free from the cycle of trading time for money. Take the first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Open an account, read a book, start the conversation. These simple actions can be the catalyst for a major transformation in your financial life. The journey to wealth is a marathon. It requires patience, perseverance, and a long-term perspective. Start now, stay consistent, and let your money work for you. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow, and the closer you'll get to achieving financial freedom.